I know that many of us know that Uber Eats intentionally assigns crappy orders to all drivers because they think they can, right? But since when does it become okay to assign an order that's going to be for $5, that is going to take over 30 minutes of your time, and I don't even remember the amount of kilometers? Like, essentially, this is illegal to be doing something that low of an offer, but they're allowed to do so because we're independent contractors. So we can choose not to take that order. But as we all know, there will be people that will accept shitty offers like this for $5.91 for almost 7 kilometers. But they're going to accept shitty offers like that, and it's just not okay. Because Uber uses things like pressure tactics, and if they think that my 4% acceptance rate is going to change, it's not. But I do have a lot right along in store for today, because I did get some good offers. Like, for example, my day started off with La Panda, and it was for $8 for about 4 kilometers, and just shy over 1 kilometer was getting to the restaurant. So basically, $8 from the restaurant, $8 for the restaurant to the customer's location for 3 kilometers at the New Look iStore. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? Or then additionally, for 2.6 kilometers, I got a $10 A&W order that came through. So of course, I'm going to accept that. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit raspy, guys. For anybody that follows along on my channel, I'm just getting over a cold. I do feel still congested. It has been a pain to get rid of this cold. It's like, I don't know, everybody goes through a pandemic and then 2 years later, no more face mask, and you get sick for 2 weeks straight. Anyways, so I got the $10 order secured. I got everything done for that perspective, and I was actually surprised the A&W was a little bit quick, but then again, I stayed in the car for a few minutes before going for that order. And then lastly, I just finished doing a McDonald's order. The McDonald's order was $7 for, I believe it was 3 kilometers, and 2 kilometers of that was to the restaurant. But with my normal McDonald's, everything has changed. Now they're doing renovations inside, so drivers can't go inside the restaurant. So you line up outside the door, you find your order, they bring it out to you, kind of thing. So, I mean, it's still quick and efficient, but it's a little bit different. And to begin with, I don't find drivers will probably want to wait in line. They're all going to push and shove in front of one another. But for my hour, I secured $25 for the hour. So I'm not going to complain about that for the hour, but that's because it's Friday. And this is the first time I've been out and about in a while during a Friday lunch hour, because I have been so sick. And some of these non-tip orders that have come through left, right, and center, it's horrendous. It's just horrible. And it's like, take my last order, for example. And the way how I had to park is I'm blocking somebody from being able to get to their car. And I had the guy come downstairs and says, don't give my order to that guy. That guy's crazy, etc., etc. It's like, if you're accepting non-tip orders and you're hearing some of this garbage that does happen, you know, with the clients and such, it's hard. It's extremely hard. And if you're accepting like these non-tip orders, or you're getting these low ball offers from Uber Eats, people are going to think that that's okay, and it's just not. Like, I've never had an acceptance rate of 4% with Uber Eats. I've never had it this low. I've never had it that essentially the market is this dead. Yesterday, I'm out and about and I'm trying to do some daytime orders, and I'm still not doing that. I don't do anything under $6. Why? Because it's just not worth it. You got time as a factor, gas as a factor, deductions as a factor. Never do anything at $6. If you're new and you've never seen ride-along videos on what you should and should not accept for Uber Eats, if you're in Canada and you're doing kilometers, just don't do less than $6. And if you're doing $6, make sure it's $2 per kilometer, which means 3 kilometers at max. But where was I? Yeah, I was going to the Ben and Florentine because that's my usual area, and I was shocked to find out it's like the McDonald's is under renovations, but my Ben and Florentine is my go-to restaurant when it comes to breakfast deliveries, and it was all boarded up with paper. Now they say they're going to be doing renovations, and I question renovations at this point because I see many restaurants that are doing renovations, but then they're like only equipped for like drive-through and such. And I'm wondering if it's because financially, with what's happening with this recession, these places just simply can't afford to maintain drivers anymore. And I wouldn't blame them. I mean, not drivers, sorry, staff. And I wouldn't blame them, because if you can't wait tables, if you don't have enough staff and such, why not downsize? We're going to see this stuff in the coming weeks, but my Ben and Florentines is out. The McDonald's is more restricted. With the recession going through, I mean, it's 1:30 in the afternoon, so I expect less orders. But there is a lot less orders coming through with Uber Eats. I have signed on currently with Instacart. I'm just going to close this because Uber thinks that they can dominate my phone. Instacart has nothing coming through in the mix, which generally speaking, as we can see on a lot of my videos, is quite normal. I would love to do an Instacart order just because it will fill up that time gap of after lunch, but that's okay. On Skip the Dishes, I did not even know, but since last night I've actually been toggled online for available. And for scheduling, on a schedule, the shift that I took is tonight between 5:30 to 9:30, but on open shifts, cleared. We got next week, Friday, November the 11th. But beyond that, it's cleared. And it's all Montreal East with the exception of this one Friday. We got a 6:15 to 10:15 in Brossard. Sure, let's secure that now before that runs away from us. But it's just crazy. Wait, Thursday. We're Friday, November 4th. Oh, it's, wow. No wonder why. I thought they would be on today's schedule and then you shuffle through. No, they just turn around, open shift, and they put it immediately for November the 10th, Thursday. That's crazy. Now they're showing me Friday. This is annoying. Skip, you're being annoying. But anyways, so yeah, that's my day so far. I mean, there's not much to record if you're not getting offers. So I'm at $9.12. We have 3 of them that are tips that are going to be coming in. So the first one should be about a $5 tip, second one should be about a $7 tip, and this last one should be about a $4 tip. So I will see if those come into the mix. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to record much more today, but I am going to drive along, take you along with me a little bit more. But Uber Eats, if you don't kick it up a notch, your acceptance rate will stay at 4%, and for any drivers that have it low, I encourage you to keep it low. So just when I was going to throw in the towel and call it a day, Instacart came to the rescue. I was probably waiting about 30-40 minutes with no order from Uber Eats. And then Instacart sent me this batch. I didn't have it on record at the time, but it was $26.66 for an order for 11 kilometers for about 18 items. And then I'm about 3/4 of the way done that customer's order, and I get this stacked on order for $21. And for that $21, it was for another 11 kilometers for 6 items. So I got, in total, I got $48.47. Now, customer A for the 18 items, I mean, everything seems to make sense. It's just your regular items that you want. But of course, customer B is the heavy ass items. I mean, my shopping basket was so filled to the top and heavy. They even wanted 2 things, a Pepsi at 32 cans each, a 35-pound bag of dog food. So in total, it took me 2 hours, so 1 hour 58 minutes to get the $48 done. I would say subtract about 15 minutes because I went to Tim Hortons to go and get myself a washroom break. And now I'm actually on with Instacart chat, and you're probably going to see a bunch of stuff blurred out here because they ask for your personal information now to verify. But I let them know I'm missing heavy pay. From the first batch, there's at least $5 because it's a 50-pound order. And from the second batch, it's at least $10 because just the dog food alone was 35 pounds, not to mention the 2 cases of the Pepsi. So that $48 alone with Instacart should be bumped up by 15, which should bump it to $63. And then additionally, I have the $25.83 with Uber Eats. And it is currently 4:05 p.m. I started my deliveries today at around 12:15. And I would say take off 15 minutes for myself for a break. So yeah, that's not bad whatsoever. I mean, I'm going to be honest, my math is not great. So $88 for the time that I've been out. Once I get the heavy pay added, and we know I'm going to get the heavy pay added because I always get my heavy pay. I don't let Instacart play those games with me, but I'm just waiting for my person to verify the information that I gave to them so that I can get this heavy pay added. But I don't know, Uber Eats has changed things when it comes to my market, and I am going to go out tonight for deliveries. Right now I'm going to take a break. This person was typing, they stopped typing, but right now I'm going to take a break. I am going to go home, wrap things up, probably go out in the next 2 hours to make even more money on this Friday evening. It should be $88. The least amount that I should be at is $83. So I'm going to stamp that right now. Depending how this conversation happens with this Instacart rep, I won't keep you waiting for that. But I got to say, Uber, get your stuff together, because honestly, if you don't start giving more beneficial offers, you're going to lose drivers that are full-timers that aren't going to come back to you. And to Instacart, thank you for at least considering me when it comes to these Costco batches, because Costco is the one I prefer the more. The reason why is the tips are more generous. Each one of these tips come in at $11. It could be boosted more, and if so, you're going to see it in the stamp. But yeah, interesting Friday. I was saying that I'm not unhappy at all with these results. Under 4 hours, $88 should be, minimum $83, so I'm happy with that. And I'll catch you lovelies in the next video.